All right, so we're installing AutoHQ Leatherette seat covers. First thing you want to do is prepare your seat. In preparation, lift the seat as high as it'll go if your seat has that option. Then you'll raise the headrest up as much as possible. There's a button here that you press to lift. And then you want to move the backrest forward. This allows for easier access underneath the seat to attach straps. And finally, in preparing your seat for installation, check for a flap that goes on the back side of your seat. Most cars don't have them. This car does not have it, but many cars do. You'll have to release that flap, open it up, install your seat cover, and then replace the flap. All right, now, so what we're gonna do is install the seat bottom portion on the seat. And what we have is a bunch of straps here, and let me explain to you what these straps are first off. So this part right here is what we call the tongue. This part is going to go between the seat bottom and the seat back. This has got two straps on it. These two straps will connect to this. These guys come off, and you put these in like this. After you've pushed the strap through underneath the seat, and you'll do this, and then you'll tighten them underneath the seat. Same on this side, right? You'll disconnect the buckle, feed it into the other part of the buckle, and tighten it like that underneath the seat. This strap supports it horizontally. So you'll take this part off, and this is just Velcro, and the Velcro will go like this underneath the seat. These guys will connect to the seat back portion once we get to that step. And again, these guys come off. So remember, these guys are going to come off, and they're going to connect to the strap just like this did. Now we're going to start the install portion of the seat bottom. What we're going to do first is we're going to take the tongue, this is what we call the tongue, with the two little straps on it, and we're going to push it through the seat to the back. All right, push that all the way through, and then we're going to take this part and we're going to cap it over the seat bottom. And what we're going to do is we're going to tuck it in to the plastic molding along with these straps here. These straps are going to go inside the plastic molding as well. And if you need help doing this, you can use a ruler or one of those sticks that they give you at a paint store to mix up a can of paint to help you get that through. Something similar, something that's not too sharp, but thin, but strong enough to push all of that through. Okay, so once you have the seat bottom cover portion installed, capped over the front of the seat, come around to the back and pull from the tongue, not the straps, pull from the tongue, make it as tight as possible. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pull those straps that were on the front of the seat cover back to here and connect them to these guys. And also those straps that go sideways, the Velcro ones, we're going to connect those under the seat as well right now. Okay, so we've pulled through the straps from the front of the seat cover. Now we're going to connect it to these guys and then tighten it in place. So we're going to take the buckles off, just squeeze them like this, and then you can see the prongs here. We're going to put it through the strap through the side closest to the prongs first, and then loop it around and put it in the other slot. If you only see one slot, you've got it upside down. That means that you have to turn the buckle over. All right, so we're going to tighten that there. Then we're going to connect it to this guy, and we're going to tug on the loose end to make it tight. And let me do this one now. So here's what I'm talking about. This is, you can clearly see that there's two slots here. We're looking at the top. If you only see one slot, like one big one, that means you've got it upside down. So you want it this way. You want to put the strap through the slot closest to the prongs and then loop it around and put it through the other slot. Connect it again with the buckle and tighten it underneath the seat. Okay, so now we're going to install the seat back portion of our seat covers. Very important to notice where the airbag tag is, or the slot for the airbags. That needs to be here against the pillar because most seats have airbags in them. So you want to make sure that it lines up with your airbag. This is a safety issue. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to open it up and slide this over the entire seat. Most cars, you will not have to take the headrest off for. Just raising it up is usually enough. So let's get in here and slide this on. Now we have another tongue portion here. And guess where this goes? Yeah, you guessed it. It goes through the middle as well. And these straps are going to go through the middle. And remember those two little short ones with the buckles on it that were on the front of this guy? These guys are going to connect with those. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so now we come around to the back seat to finish installing the backrest portion of the seat cover. So we've got this Velcro on the sides here. We're going to attach it to this big back flap. And we can also attach the Velcro around the headrest portion. These guys are adjustable, so you can tighten it or keep it as loose as necessary. And so now we have 4 straps. These are the guys that I promised you would connect with the buckles on the front of the seat bottom. We're going to pull those all the way through to the front of the seat bottom and connect it to those little guys from the very beginning there. And these metal hooks are designed to go anywhere under the seat that's not electronic or mechanical. So the springs on the underside of the seat. Okay, so we've pulled through the straps. These are connected to the backrest portion. And here are the buckles that went to the seat bottom portion right here. And so we're going to connect these just like we connected the other ones a moment ago. That, and pull it through and tighten. And you do that the same with this one as well. Okay, so now we have the seat back portion and the seat bottom portion fully installed. The only part that remains is the headrest cover. And the headrest cover has these 2 Velcro straps on the bottom of it. It just slides over your headrest like a sock. You just slip it right on and you can connect the Velcro underneath of it and adjust the height to your liking. So now we've installed the seat cover entirely. One thing of note is you might see a little bit of bowing here. This goes away as you sit in the seat, and any wrinkles, for example, like this, also goes away over time, or in a hot vehicle like in the summertime. That's just from being packaged in a box. So that's nothing to worry about, and this is nothing to worry about as well. And there you go. It takes maybe 20 to 30 minutes to install one seat. We've got both of them on in here, and they look just like the original seats. So go and tell all your friends about AutoHQ, and while you're there, buy yourself a set. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope to see you soon.